welcome back to our channel, Life with Brain D. I'm Ray.
I'm Dee.
And today we're starting our new series, Mask Mondays or M&Ms. And today's mask is I'm so excited about it, guys, because I need it badly.
Yeah, so today's mask will be a turmeric mask. And the reason why we're doing a turmeric mask is because the winter's been pretty harsh and it's only getting colder lately. So we figured we would do something to add some more hydration to the skin, help smooth out our skin, even out any blemishes or spots of hyperpigmentation. And it's also very good antioxidant, so it helps to fight bacteria. So the base to this mask will be turmeric. We also add some aloe vera gel. To that, we add some vitamin E, we add some honey, and a couple extra drops of something we like to add to most of our products, hyaluronic acid. You may or may not have that lying around, but it really helps to add that extra oomph to your skin. So if you have it, put it in it. It's a hot sauce of skincare.
I got hot sauce in my
Say that 10 times, bro.
I got hot sauce in my mask.
Boy, if you don't get...
I had something else prepared in my head.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, whatever.
Honestly,
gosh, it took so long to get here. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Guys, whatever. I'm not even. That's another conversation for another day. Like being a startup YouTuber or entrepreneur. I think honestly, anytime you're starting something new, is just. You gotta find your rhythm, you gotta find what works, and then you try to take tips from other people and kind of implement it, but at the end of the day, you have to make it you. So we're working on it. So bear with them, okay? The cheesiness or whatever. Anyways, so the reason I came up with this idea like of Mask Mondays early on when we was getting like Noori underway. I was like, something I want to do is Mask Mondays, right? Because we were talking about our brand and what it means to us, what wellness means to us. And yeah, I think for me personally, I wanted to start being more intentional about my self-care journey. I feel like a lot of times, like we say, we want to spend more time with ourselves and do all these different things, get my skin right, drink wine, my fitness, but like, are you really investing the time and really allocating that time to do those things? I also like to share self-care experiences with other people. Like, I'm already kind of like a social person. I'm an extrovert.
An extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
And I'm just an introvert.
So I like to do things with people, people closest around me. And I'm hoping that, this will be a community, right? Life in D&D. I hope all my cousins and my aunties and, my sisters join us here. And we can really have, like, really good conversation and kind of, like, help each other along the way. So that's
really harp on what you said in terms of making skincare accessible to everyone. I feel like when you think skincare, even if you just look up the hashtag, all you see is bubble baths and candles, but there's a lot more to that. And skincare is accessible to everybody. It's important that we take care of ourselves inside and out. Am I saying skin?
You said skin.
Oh, I meant self-care. Self-care, excuse me. Self-care is accessible to everybody. It's not just your skin. It's not just your fitness. It does include those things. And sometimes it's not as glamorous. It's having the really tough conversations, which we want to implement in this series, where we, chat and talk and heal and like really
and be real about it too, right?
And discover different aspects.
Self-care, I was saying earlier, like, I feel like self-care isn't always glamorous. Like, you know what I mean? It's sometimes you gotta put work into it. Like,
feels so good.
For example, like, I was saying that when I first put it on, I was like, ooh, it feels like a cloud. And then doing with a brush, guys, just elevates things. I don't know if anybody has said this before. It really does.
It's really a little bougie, but why not?
Right, we're gonna make it as bougie as possible.
So we're gonna work on
a budget.
We're gonna work on like getting some like Noori brushes for our skincare. But for right now, we just grabbed our makeup brush. What kind of brush is this? The flat one?
Well, yours is definitely a flat brush, and they probably use that. You'll see a brush like that. It's really dense, but usually for like concealer. Okay. This brush right here, I feel like this is probably a mask brush.
Yeah, this one's a mask brush. It came with a little bowl and a little measuring to add your ingredients, which is why this is very DIY. But if you don't have that, you could just grab one of your flat brushes from your makeup kit, and you could use that to apply your mask. Just make sure you wash it before. You don't want to be applying makeup or old residue onto your face, and then wash it after.
That's just an oxymoron. You kind of contradicting yourself.
So,
but we washed our face and everything, toned, right? You guys, toner, if you didn't know, it helped everything.
Speaking of washed our face, this is a perfect interlude for Noori. So, if you haven't checked out MaisonNoori.com, make sure you do for all your skincare needs. That was our first launch, which again, self-care is not just skincare, but we started with some skincare essentials, including our cleanser, our glow up toner,
yes,
our beaming moisturizer, and last but not least, our glisten and glow serum. So check out MaisonNoori.com.
You always say glisten and glow, and it's glisten and go. We mix. No, you said glow.
Okay, I'm okay, guys. There's nothing in my drink. If I tumble over my words, it's the whole process of becoming a YouTuber, not mixing up your words.
Yeah, it's so difficult. I should let her rock. My bad.
You really should have.
My bad. Honestly, I could just call it. I have so much in here, gal, and I feel like I don't want to stop because
I know, right? I feel like I'm applying in the same areas over and over because it just feels so good. We're gonna finish this whole mask before we even talk.
All right. We're talking though.
No, we have a topic.
Okay, so the topic that I had mentioned earlier to Daphne, because we kind of discussed this a little prep, right? Was, and I want you guys to chime in. This whole, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, forgive me, correct me. DaniLeigh. And she's the baby. You love the baby.
I love the baby. I am not. That's how you say his name, right?
I don't know. There's so much baby, little baby, the baby.
So I love the baby. So I'm not very big on like rap music. Really, I'm very I'm Noori. So for me to like a rap person, I like really resonate with some of their music. And for me, the baby, I don't know. I just feel real G when I listen to his music. And he's not even like a hard rapper or anything, but I just really like his music. So yeah,
he puts you in your bed.
He puts me in my baddie mood.
Okay, baddie. So anyways, his new girl.
I do not condone hitting women because I heard he like hit some girl. That was
well, so I don't know if we're talking about picture. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. That's not today's topic. Because she was over his face, and it seemed like he was trying. He just very aggressively moved the camera. But y'all, you can't be all up in people's faces like that. Celebrities are people too.
Yeah.
Okay, so personal space is a thing. So
what's this girl's name?
DaniLeigh.
So DaniLeigh came out with a song. I haven't heard it, but there's been a lot of talk over.
I heard a clip. I ain't heard the whole.
I haven't heard any of it. I've only kind of heard what the topic was and why everyone's getting mad about it. So, in your perspective, what did you get from her song? Like,
first of all, sorry. I don't know even if I'm just talking musically, right? I wasn't really a fan of the song. It's like a hook, right? Mm-hmm. So she's like, "Yellow bone is what he wants." Sorry. Yeah, that was my impersonation of the song. But if you listen to it, that's how it sounds. And yeah, so she's just like kind of repeating that in the song or whatever. My whole issue. How long you want to leave this on our face?
Like 10 minutes or so.
There's a little tingle to it.
It does, right?
I cannot like it.
I think that might be the hyaluronic acid.
You think?
Yeah, because like all the other ingredients aren't really like active. Possibly the turmeric too. Actually no. I'm getting like a warm sensation.
Yeah, I feel like it's the turmeric.
Right, it might be.
Because I've used hyaluronic acid all the time and I never have this sensation at all. But anyway, so yeah, so she's in the song she's saying yellow one's what he want or whatever, and again it caused like really she was canceled, right? And right, cancel culture caught her quick. And that's the thing with social media, y'all. There's no room for error. People will call you out on your BS. So yeah, I don't think it doesn't sound like it was her intentions to bring down any other complexion or skin tone, but people really took issue with the fact that she's saying her talking about yellow bone is what he want, feeling like she was maybe attacking darker skinned women. So her argument though was, well, why can't I celebrate that I'm light skinned? Like, people always are celebrating their skin tones, like why can't I celebrate mine? And I don't have no problem with anybody celebrating their skin tone. The issue I took with the song personally, I don't know about everybody else, but personally, is that she's sitting here talking about yellow bone is what he wants. To me, it's like, so what are you trying to say? Like, he don't want dark skin, he wants you because you're light skinned?
Don't get me wrong, there are people
do
who
have
preference,
mm-hmm.
but like you said, the context of how she said it, I hate when people like do something and then when I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? When you knew damn well what you were doing. So obviously the context behind this is,
I think she was
the baby's baby mama is dark skinned and she's light skinned, and so now you're implying that he wants you because of your skin, and that kind of like is downplaying someone else. So like you said, there's nothing wrong with big upping whatever complexion you are, whether you're light, you're dark, you're white, you're black. Good for you. Love your skin and promote your skin, because that's what skin you know.
And let's just say she wasn't.
And don't do that in light of, or in the midst, like while you're also trying to like downplay somebody else,
right.
Or like say that's the reason why he wants you over
right. Because it's like, let's say she wasn't talking about, let's say she says she made this song even before him, right? And she wasn't necessarily talking about the baby mom. The reason why people are speculating that she was talking about the baby mom is because there was a little bit of back and forth about that. I don't keep up too much with this stuff, but my understanding is that there was a little back and forth. But let's say that's not the reason why you're making the song. You simply really wanted to just celebrate you. But it's just like, I don't know, it's the idea like he wants me because I'm light skinned.
Mm-hmm. We don't really need to like that encourage that mindset either. Like someone is wanted just because of the color of their skin, or not wanted because of the color of their skin. How about I'm just a great girl? How about I know how to take care of myself? I look beautiful. There's nothing wrong with big upping yourself for being who you are, but don't do it in the context of bringing someone else down or making another group of people feel as if they're not worthy of someone's attention.
The girls came for her, including one of the people who kind of really came for her in a way, but also educated the situation a little bit. Was, I think, one of Peach's baby mamas. And she kind of called her out on it, because it's true. And we expect this from men, right? Because for a long time, in a lot of different music, I'm not even going to just say hip-hop or something, but in a lot of different music, they kind of highlight this specific type of look. And it's not even just music, not even just rappers or in music that this happens. This is also like in different genres of music, and also it's just kind of prevalent because colorism is prevalent. Obviously, it's addressing the black community, right? But it's in fashion, it's in like, even down to like what do they say, girl, do you even know, like, it's even down to like strippers and bartenders and stuff like that whole scene.
I feel like, you know what makes it difficult? It's like you said, there's preference. There's some people who just have a preference. Like, I prefer to date black men. Does that mean I have any animosity towards white men? No. But it does make people, like, once you say that that's your preference, like, oh, but what are you trying to say about that?
Automatically, like, well, what's wrong with somebody else?
And it's like, there's nothing wrong.
But it's like, I don't necessarily. Well, that's a lie, because I would say my preference is black men as well. But I won't say simply because I like the fact that he's dark skinned. I do like dark skin, but I feel like it's just more. There's more reasons why I want a black man other than his skin tone, but I will say I am attracted to black men, but I don't know if I think it's the things that I feel like comes along with being a black man, not necessarily his skin tone. I don't know if that makes sense, but whatever.
I mean,
but I would love to hear what y'all think, though.
Yeah, and maybe, maybe I'm not. If you're into this conversation, because I haven't even listened to the song, but just in context of what it's about, and what she was trying to say, or what we interpreted from what she said, I think it was definitely worth talking about. I think it's definitely worth taking a good look at ourselves. And yes, no matter what color you are, rep yourself, embrace yourself, be happy to be who you are, and celebrate who you are. Now do that in context of celebrating other people too. You don't
or not bringing somebody, offending anybody. And it's like, again, that might not have been her intentions, but because she was also very defensive, and that the problem people really had with her is that so at first she was very defensive, like, well, what's the problem?
That mask pimple.
Wow, thank you for smoothing that out for me. I think the reason people really got upset with her was because initially she was defensive and felt like, well, what's the issue? But then eventually, I think as people continue to apply pressure and kind of speak on it, she apologized. But in her apology, she's like, what's like the number one thing people say when you accuse them of being racist, when they try to define themselves? Like, what's the number one thing?
They try to say, oh, but I know a black person, or I date a black person, or
she does just that. She's like, I'm dating a whole black man. And it's like, girl, I know you did not just hit us. Right, I know you did not just hit us with that whole thing. Is your battery dying?
Yes. But I have the next one charging. Boop, boop. I'm getting better at this.
But yeah, so I think that was just like, girl, do not try to throw that in your apology as in like, oh, that means something.
Just a pass, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, she can't be a colorist because she's dating a black man. No. It's still very possible, sis. So, yes, people didn't really feel like her apology was genuine.
I feel like maybe we don't even realize certain things about ourselves that have been ingrained by our culture.
Right.
Like sometimes colorism is
Let's
so
talk about
subtle.
that. Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's in magazines, it's in fashion, it's in music, it's on TV, it's everywhere. So you may not even realize that subconsciously you look at a whole group of people as more beautiful just because of the color of their skin. And that if it might be as a black woman, you see a different color as better, right? Just because that's how it's been portrayed.
The representation,
exactly.
Right? For a long time, dark-skinned women have not been representation in beauty, right?
Yeah.
It's always talking about the whole thing with Fenty was that, oh my gosh, she has all these shades. It's more inclusive.
Yeah.
In advertisements, it's not typical that you will see a darker-skinned woman.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think she wasn't being aware that this is a sensitive topic for a lot of people, and even though that's not your intentions, I don't think you should welcome that feedback and that conversation. And she was not, and then wanted to talk about she had a black man. Like, girl, bye. Like, that don't mean nothing. But yeah, I think the general consensus though is like, love yourself, rep yourself. I will always talk about I love my dark skin, my chocolate skin, chocolate AF, you know, melanin, beauty. I will do all of that, but I'm never gonna try to come at a different skin tone. And if I have and I wasn't aware of it, I definitely would take responsibility. So
yeah,
that's the biggest thing. So we're going to go wash this off because if not, I will sit here and brush my face the whole time.
Like a little
I hope you guys are enjoying this. Please welcome comments. If you're light skinned, I would love to hear, how did you feel about it, really? Like, what is...
Oh yeah, you had mentioned something. I don't know if this is the place to talk about it, but is she even really a light skinned black woman?
Well, that's a whole other conversation in herself, but she is Hispanic, and I don't know. I don't know, because I know some people feel like if I'm Hispanic, I'm not black, and some people feel like, no, I'm Afro-Latina. That's the whole thing, but it's like, I don't know if she really identified as that.
Educate me if you know below. Is there a difference between Hispanic and Afro-Latina? Like, are there certain places that are Afro-Latina and places that are
good question.
Hispanic?
I really can't speak
I'm really
on
not,
it.
yeah.
Because I know Amada.
Yeah, she goes
she's
by
Dominican.
Afro. And she resonates as Afro-Latina, right?
So she's Dominican.
So what makes a person Afro-Latina versus just Latina? Just curiosity.
Because I think, from my understanding, DaniLeigh is also Dominican. I don't know, I might be wrong, but
is it just the shade, like what's her name?
Amada?
She's obviously like a dark skin complexion woman, so is that why she resonates?
I don't know, maybe it's in her lineage.
Yeah,
maybe there is. I don't know, I'm
just
not
curious.
Sure. But if you know about that, please educate us on that too. I'm hoping, please also keep the comments. I don't think that's gonna happen, but let's be nice. and respectful.
The purpose of this discussion again is to hear each other out and really just
I know
celebrate
it's a
each other.
topic.
Not to bring each other down, but to welcome a place where we all of different shades and colors, shapes and sizes can come together and be well.
And ultimately, Mask Monday again is about unwinding. I don't want a child to be feeling tense and feeling like I'm about to fight in the comments when y'all come here. No, we not squaring up.
Not on that.
Okay, so we about to go watch this song with the silhouette thing. Wait, they trying to be serious. That didn't look any better.
Alright guys, we're back.
What do you think? We just put on our beaming moisturizer and our glisten and go serum to finish up our skincare, and yeah, honestly I'm really happy with the results. The whole experience honestly was really nice.
It was.
And I do feel like I look a little brighter and
I definitely feel
more nourished.
Yeah.
I can't wing. Like, really bad.
Try. Do it. Why?
I feel like I look dumb.
Why both eyes wink? One.
It was both? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I blink. Just blink. Alright, I'll work on it, guys. But anyways, thank you for joining our first Mask Mondays. M&M's come back next Monday. We're gonna really do our best to be consistent with this, but honestly, you guys are a major part of this. Like, I want you guys to, you know,
Give us feedback. Tell us what you
what
want to
y'all
talk
talk
about.
about. For real.
What you want to hear.
Seriously.
And we're also going to start doing a little bit more of our small business, what's it called? Small business,
I mean, we can,
behind the scenes, where you guys get a little bit of, you know, view and intake on what it's like.
We need to talk about
small
that
business.
too.
Yeah.
We launched Noori a little over a month ago, going on 2 months. We kind of, when we announced, so it's been a lot, and we learned a lot, and
we did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
We did it.
And so that's always a learning process, and it's a lot too.
So we want to share some of that with you guys. But again, let us know in the comments what you want to hear, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Bye. If y'all heard my mama in the background, y'all, mommy in the background, mom in the background, that's just part of life of Ray and D. You know, it's our life, right?
She's agreeing with Ray and D and Marley.
Right.
What is she barking at?
Madison don't even look at y'all. I just want somebody zoom in.
She's a whole mood. Hold on.
Somebody come and zoom in on
zoom
this
in
dog.
on Madison. Madison's a whole mood.
Look at this dog right here. Minding her business. And look at Molly creeping in. Do y'all see her? Creeping in.
Molly's
and about to bother her for no good reason. But
featuring
Maya.
Oh, something in my glass.
You upset?